The week you leave, the next week I'll follow. I swear.
I'll be here.
That was Khosi saying, I feel like the week you leave, the next week I'll follow. I swear. Ayemi was saying, I'll be here, like I am not going anywhere. So what led up to that moment that Khosi had to say something like that? Well, guys, if I dive into the gist, I want to say, welcome my Gist Arena people to the channel. If this is your first time of watching this channel, you're highly welcome. Please do well to subscribe. Support your girl by subscribing. Thank you so much. Well, last night after the house party, Khosi and Yemi, they were talking like they had this real heart-to-heart session. They really spoke at length, like, guys, I've not seen them like this before. And at a point, Yemi told her, Khosi, I appreciate you for being honest with me. He also said that they have gotten to the point where they are because of pure honesty and they've been honest with each other. And Khosi told him, remember when Ebuka said, I wasn't honest with you? She said, babe, I was scared. I was so scared. I was even holding Marvin and Yaya was looking at me. She said she held Marvin and Marvin just kept assuring her that it was okay, that she should open up and tell Yemi the truth. That you guys are, Marvin was telling her now that she and Yemi were really open with each other, so they should tell each other the truth about what was happening, that they'll be okay. Khosi said after that pep talk with Marvin that she somehow felt some sense of relief, but because she knows that at that point in time she wasn't completely honest with Yemi, she felt some type of way, like she felt guilty about what she was doing behind his back with Tabang, that she was thinking Yemi was going to leave her for what she had done and she didn't want to lose him. Yemi told her that it wasn't going to happen because Khosi had given him a second chance. You know, his own issue with Blue Ava. Khosi forgave him and gave him a second chance, and he feels like she deserved the same thing. She deserved it too. She deserved a second chance. Yemi also added that in as much as he felt some type of way about what happened between them, that he believes that he gave room for that to happen. Khosi was like, you know what, I agree with you on that one. Khosi and Yemi continued, talking about random stuff. And at that point, Tati passed by and they said their hellos to Tati. Then Khosi said she finds it funny how people borrow wigs. I think at that point, Tati was putting on one of Olivia's wigs. So Khosi continued that everyone goes to Olivia for wigs or to borrow something and she doesn't even think twice about it. That even when they called her, rather when they were in the bathroom, that she didn't even think twice. She just told the person to go to her suitcase and get whatever it was the person was asking her for. Then after all this, the same people would put her up for eviction because he said no ways, that it was just somehow. Guys, let me take a breather here. At this point, I think I agree with Khosi. There are some people that will be generous to you with their stuff, and most times you want to look out for those people because those people are good, or will I say kind to you. But then in the house, you see people using your stuff, like you're kind to people in some ways, but then they go behind you and put up your name or nominate your name for eviction. But come to think of it again, it is the game in the house and it is a rule. You have to bring up somebody's name. You have to nominate a name for eviction. And sometimes you just go with some kind of name or you come up with some names. You have to play the game. Somebody has to leave. That kind of scenario. So I don't really blame people for bringing up names of people that are seemingly good to them or people that are their friends. You have to play the game. Then after the show, you can continue being friends and all that. Still on Khosi and Yemi, Khosi later asked Yemi, babe, how are you feeling about tomorrow? That is today, the eviction day. Yemi said he was positive as always. Khosi then said she honestly doesn't think he is going anywhere. But if he goes, because she knows she is not going anywhere. Like, guys, it is the confidence of Khosi for me. Like, she's not leaving that house until the very last day. That is what she's trying to say. She then told Yemi that he cannot leave her on week 7. That they have 3 or 4 more weeks to go. That is she supposed to, go through the other weeks without him all by herself. Anywho, Yemi told her she will be fine. Khosi said no, she doesn't think so. Well, Yemi replied her that he will be here. He's not leaving her. Kosi then said, I feel like the week you leave, the next week I'll follow. That was the video you saw at the opening of this video. She said it has to be on the second to the last week, towards the ending of the show, while the other person will stay and leave on the last week of the show. Yemi kept assuring her that he would be here with her. Kosi then told him that, you see, that day we weren't talking. There was a day they had one silly issue like that. So throughout that day, they did not talk. So Kosi was reminding him, you see, that day we weren't talking for the whole day. I realized that if you go home, I am really gonna be screwed. She said that it's not like she can't talk to anyone, but she doesn't want to. Yemi then told her, people will come to talk to you for sure. Kosi insisted that she doesn't want to talk to anyone. In my head, I was like, except Tabang, you will not want to talk to anyone. But then if Tabang comes along, he would jump at the opportunity to talk to him. In my opinion, I just feel like irrespective of who leaves the house first, the other person will be all right. And like Kosi said, she is not going anywhere. I don't see Kosi going anywhere. Like, Kosi has really built this fan base for herself, fans that are ready to go all out for her. So she's not going anywhere. So long as they keep putting her up for a vision, they will keep saving her in the house. And I also want to predict that Yemi will leave the house before Kosi does. I don't know when he will leave, but I just have this gut feeling that he will leave before Kosi. And I also have the gut feeling that Kosi will stay till the last day of the show. That's it. Anyways, guys, drop your own opinion about the gist for this video. I would love to read from you. Drop it in the comment section down below. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up for me on this video, as it will help the channel out. And also subscribe if you're yet to. Guys, I will see you in my next one. Stay blessed.